to Yoga with Angie. We are on our 30-day adventure of 30 days, consecutive days together, where we're moving and grooving. We're doing some yoga, we're doing some bars, some strength, resistance, and I hope you're enjoying it. Today is day 14, and we're going to focus all on the arms today. So while we continue to add in some of the flow and some of the yoga into our routine, putting the emphasis on the arms today. So I'm going to add weights if you want to use them. If not, as always, you can certainly get a workout without them. So let's get started. Feet flat on our mat. Let's just start to open up the body. So deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, release. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale, release. 1 more here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Let's take the arms out nice and wide, feet out wide. So let's take that right arm over the left side. Get a deep stretch and that right side shoulder. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Now open up those arms. Switch side. Left arm reaches over across the body. Back to center. Let's take it nice, those feet nice and wide, toes pointing out. Let's take some cat-cows here. So as you inhale, open up the chest, press the palms into the thighs, and exhale, round up the spine. 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale. Back to center here. Let's take a twist over that left side shoulder. Pressing that right palm into the inner thigh. And come back through center. Take it over to the right side. Back to center. Inhale. Rise up. Let's take it. As we come to the top of our mat, inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step back into your plank pose. Here we're just going to start to engage that core, start to feel our shoulders, and just start to check in with our bodies. So pressing those palms into the mat, draw the shoulder blades away. Draw those knees and thighs in, press back into the heels. Long spine here. Controlling that core engagement. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, press into your downward dog. And here, as you're holding in downward dog, make sure to activate the breath. So as you exhale, let all of the air out. And as you inhale, come back into your plank pose. Once again, drawing those ribs in together, keeping the tailbone tucked under, making sure you have a nice flat back to activate the core. Finding that link through the spine, the shoulders, and then as you exhale, skim the elbows into the side and draw the chest down onto your mat. Lift or extend those arms forward and then lift the entire sternum off the mat. And then as you exhale, press back up into your plank pose. And then as you exhale, back into your downward dog. Deep breath in, big exhale. Slowly moving back into your plank pose. We're going to take this nice and slow, work our way down onto the mat. Slowly extend the arms forward, bringing the chest and thighs off of your mat. And then as you exhale, press down through your palms, toes come to touch onto the mat, press into your plank, and then as you exhale, back into downward dog. We're going to do that a few more times, taking that in a couple different breaths. So as you come forward, 2 counts, down to your mat in 2, Extend your arms in 2, and as you exhale, press back up into your plank pose in 2, and then back into your downward dog. Pedaling through those feet. Deep breath in, and big exhale. Slowly working forward. Let's take it a little bit slower here into 4 counts, and then slowly move it down onto your mat. Slowly draw the arms forward for 4, and then back for 4, 3, 2, press up on the last one here into your plank pose, nice and slow, and then all the way back into your downward dog. So just starting to activate the shoulders, the biceps, opening up the body. Slowly float back into your plank pose, and then come down onto your knees. We're going to take wide arm push-ups. So you want your palms mat distance apart. So in that wide arm push-up, making sure you have a nice straight spine here. Chest is open, head in line with the spine. We're going to slowly take it down onto our mat. Those elbows come back, and then you press back up into your push-up. So nice and slow all the way down as the elbows come back, not skimming along the sides. You're about 45 degrees back towards the body. Awesome job. Slowly bringing that chest all the way down and back up. So now we're at 2 counts. It's down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2, and now press and hold. Press and hold. Keep it here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back into your child's pose. Toes come to touch, knees wide. Extend those arms forward. Deep breath in and exhale. Slowly come back up into your tabletop position, and then work your way back into your plank, activating those glutes and thighs, drawing those ribs in. Nice straight spine here. We're going to work into a side plank. So as you press into that left side palm, right arm extends to the sky, and you're going to keep those hips, lift them. So activating those obliques, but also working into that left side shoulder. Your right arm extends to the sky, pulsing it up here, and bring it back into your plank pose. Deep breath in, and then switch sides, rotating over to that right palm. Left arm extends to the sky. We're just going to lift the hips up and back down, just about an inch or so. If this is too much on your palms, it is too much for your wrist, go ahead and take forearm plank, or you can always stack your knees. You can drop one knee and keep one leg lifted. Whatever works for you here. So coming back through center, switching sides, left palm plants, right arm reaches to the sky. We're going to take that right arm, rotate it all the way under, and then back. Exhale, take it all the way underneath the rib cage. Inhale, bring it back to the sky. Exhale, draw it under. Inhale, reach it up. Again, you can always drop the bottom knee if this is too much, or come down into your forearms. Come back into your plank. We're going to drop down to our forearms here and just take a small seesaw. So keeping that nice core engagement, we're going to start to draw the chest forward and back. So slightly forward, so your gaze is going to come slightly to the top of your hands or just above as you draw the hips forward. So just kind of rolling on the toes. And if this is too much, you can always drop to your knees. Always options here. So do what you can and what feels good for your body at this moment in time. Working back into our side plank, come back up into a straight arm plank and rotating onto that right palm. Left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, draw that left arm underneath the rib cage. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. Exhale, draw it in, rotate. So working into those obliques and also into those shoulders. We're really going to create some fire in the shoulder blades. So creating that space as you open up the chest and body when you extend the left arm to the sky. And then rotate back into your plank pose. And then take downward dog. Give yourself a little break here. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Also an option, as always, you can take child's pose here. Go ahead and step to the top of your mat, find your fold. Grab your weights. We're going to incorporate some weights here, and if you don't have weight, that's okay. Take it into your mountain pose. Draw those elbows in and bring the weights to your chest. Take a big step back with that right foot. So you're coming into a left high lunge. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two on the left side. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And as you exhale, come into your star pose as you extend your arms overhead. Heels in, toes out. And then coming down into a wide squat, making sure your knees are not over your ankles, elbows into the side. As you inhale, take the bicep curl up. Exhale, bring it down. Awesome job. So drawing the palms in, so palms are facing up, elbows come in. As you extend the legs on the exhale, inhale, drop it back down. Awesome job. Press into those heels as you come up. Squeeze the biceps. We're going to hold here nice and low in that bicep curl. So you're going to extend your arms forward just like a platter and then draw the elbows back into the rib cage. So the further you bring your weights away from your chest, the more you're working into your biceps. So as you extend those arms out, exhale as you draw them back in. Sink a little bit lower if that feels good for you. Awesome job. Keep it here. Finding the pulse is the next transition, keeping those arms slightly bent and away from the body. Pulse it here. Pulse and squeeze, pulse and squeeze, pulse and squeeze. Nice and low. Keep it low. Low, low, lower. Awesome job. Small bend in the elbows. Keep it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Star pose. Extend those arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, rotate your hands down to the mat. Work through your plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in. And big exhale. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Find your fold. Grab your weights once again. And you guessed it, inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, bring those weights to the chest. We're going to switch sides here. So your right foot stays planted, left foot comes back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, come into your star pose. I'm going to turn to face you. Star pose with the weights in hand. Come down nice and low as you bend into the knees. Extend those arms forward so your palms are facing down. So we're going to do lateral forward lifts as we come up and then bring it back down. So extend the legs long as we do that forward lift. Awesome job. Sink a little bit deeper here. You only want those weights coming up to your shoulders, not too high here. Keep the weight in your heels or press down into the heels. You can keep a slight bend in those elbows. Holding it down low. Take those wrists to face in. Small hinge forward. We're going to work on the upper back as you draw the shoulders in and work the lats. Rhomboids, awesome job. Squeeze and lift. This is where weights or no weights, either can be helpful. So you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together as you come up. Keep that hinge forward so you make sure you're working into the back, the upper back. Awesome job. Squeeze and lift. Sink a little bit lower if you can. Stay nice and low here. You're going to squeeze and lift. Inhale, press all the way up into star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, step your hands back
into that plank pose. And as you exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Awesome job. Pedal through those heels. Inhale, step to the top of your mat, find your fold, grab your weights. We have to finish out with those triceps. Elbows come into the side. We're going to take kickbacks here. So slight bend in the knees. Keep your weight in the toes. Exhale, extend the arms back. Inhale, draw them in. So just working into those tricep kickbacks as we squeeze into the triceps, as we kick the arms all the way back above our hips. And if you want to add a little challenge here, you can come up onto the toes with the extension, or just keep your feet nice and flat on your mat. You're doing great. Awesome job. Squeeze and lift. Now we come to just a squeeze in and up. Squeeze in and up. So really small movement here. Maybe just an inch up and an inch in. So keeping that activation in the triceps. Nice straight spine here. In and up. In and lift. In and lift. Awesome job. Now we're going to come to our final phase here. If you can come up onto the toes, challenge yourself a little bit more, and we're just squeezing in. So keep those weights just at hip height or just above, squeezing those wrists in towards one another. Now come up, bring the weights to the chest and up into mountain pose. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain, and exhale, fold. Go ahead and drop your weights. Let your head fall heavy here. Let everything drip off. And then step back into your plank pose. Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Awesome job. Hope your arms are feeling it today. Mine definitely are. Feeling good though, ready to start the day. And then slowly work yourself down into a tabletop position. And then let's just stretch it out. Let's do a little bit of stretching here. So working to stretch the back, taking a nice giant hug. So right arm or left arm crosses over the other. And then just kind of touching the backs of those shoulder blades. As you lift the elbows and find that deep stretch between the shoulders, since we did a lot of planks here. And then grab that left elbow, drop the left elbow, get into that left side tricep. And then extend those arms long once again, and whatever arm was on top, switch it. So opposite arm is on top. And find that nice stretch. You can lift the elbows up and then back down. Take those arms wide and then switch elbows. So right arm draws back, stretching that right side tricep. And then go ahead and release those arms down to your mat. Awesome job. You did it today.
You made it. So tomorrow is your nice little stretch day, nice little flow, day 15. Cheers, you made it.